What is up, Prince? What's up? I know I've been MIA for a while. Just had a few things going on, and I don't even know. Let me go over here right now and check this internet, see if it's working, cause it's probably messing up. So I'm probably gonna have to switch things up. Let me see. I don't even know if it's working or not. What's up, Patio? What's up, Patio? Let me see. It is actually I don't know. It might be showing a little bit better. Let me move around a little bit and see. Yeah, it looked like it might be showing slightly better than it was. It's not the best quality, but I don't know. Maybe things gonna work out. What's up, Jazzy Red? What's up, JB? What's up, Winter? What's up, Nalasia? I'm good, Nalasia. What's up, Rye? What's up, Wrestling Machine? Yeah, Rye been putting out a lot of videos, and I've been like MIA for a minute. I'm foam rolling a little bit. I just got back to working out myself. Getting ready to start this basketball training program up. What's up, High End? What's your first printer model for heat press printing? The heat press that I got when I started out was the Hicks 15 by 15 Econo press, and I got a video coming on Hicks because I'm very unsatisfied with them right now about a situation that I recently and currently am still dealing with. What's up, Jazzy Designs? All right, Wrestling. Thank you for tuning in for whatever time you could tune in. What's up, Capture Emotion? How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate you watching. Patio says, congrats, you're number 4 for screen printers on YouTube. Really? Thank you. I didn't even know. Lamplighter says, hey, there you are. It's been it's been 100 years. Yeah, it's been about 100 years. It's been a minute. Yeah, I have been having issues with the live streams, and then just other things going on. What's up, Beverly? I'm not, the question that you asking me, I'm not really understanding. No, I don't use pigment ink. When I'm doing like the heat press printing, I just use a laser printer. I use a laser printer to print on the transfer paper, and then I press it with the heat press. But I prefer to use vinyl or like some screen printed transfers, because the transfers that I print with my laser printer, even if you print them out with your inkjet printer, it's gonna be issues with it deteriorating after time, especially if they put it in the dryer. Capture says, that's how I found you. Okay. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? What's up, School? Capture says, thinking about going into screen printing, what station would you recommend to start with? If you're just not starting out, like some people always say, buy the biggest, most expensive, whatever. But like when I first started screen printing, it seemed like it was going to be hard to do and stuff like that. I didn't know if, I didn't know how things was going to work out with it. So I bought a one color press. And shortly after I bought that one color press, once I learned the technique and everything, it was like a table clamp on press. Then the next thing I bought was the Ryonet silver press, which was a 1-station 4-color press. And that did me pretty good for a while. But as business increased, I wanted to be able to offer more colors and, print a little faster, because I'm most of the time printing by myself. But I would recommend checking out Nevertheless Screen Printing Supplies. And I have links below a lot of my videos with a code for that. And the reason I recommend them is because they have, for beginners, they pretty much got everything to get you started for a great price. And they also have the free shipping and handling if you spend at least $150. And if you go on Ryonet and compare what they have with the Nevertheless, it's pretty much the same thing, but Nevertheless offers it at a better price. So I recommend going on there and checking things out. And you can call them. You can tell them T-shirt chick told you to call them, and they'll answer all your questions. Jazzy Design says, what vinyl cutter programs do I use? I use a rolling vinyl cutter. I actually have two, and it comes with Cut Studio, or they came with Cut Studio, so that's what I use. But I usually design everything in Photoshop. Like, you can make your designs in either Photoshop or Illustrator or Corel Draw, or whatever program. That's the way that I do it, and then I put it into the program to be cut out. Like, I don't, like, even if I'm just doing words, I create it in Photoshop, and then I take it over to Roll & Cut Studio. What's up, Pernisa? Yeah, I've been missing in action. I'm sorry about that. I just had a lot going on, and then I just started back working out, and I've been trying to get I don't want to be all out of shape when I do start this little the basketball training. I've been trying to get everything ready for that. So, I don't want the kids to get in there and try to challenge me and think they're gonna outdo me or something. So, I gotta be in some shape to even start to work with these kids, because I don't want to be teaching them stuff even though I'm teaching them the right thing, and then they like, well, she can't do it. She can't even do this stuff that she got us doing. I feel like you have to be an example in whatever you do, like whether it's basketball, printing T-shirts. What's up, Miss Chris Style? How you doing? What's up, Angel Joy? How you doing? Hey, and said, can vinyl cutting plot be high maintenance like printers? I mean, are they frequently broken? No, I started doing T-shirts around 2008, 2007, something like that, and the same equipment that I bought back then, it still works. I just upgraded my heat press because I wanted a bigger heat press. I upgraded my vinyl cutter because I wanted a bigger vinyl cutter, to be able to cut out bigger images and stuff like that. But it all still works. And the thing about that is, buy a good name brand. Like, if all you can afford is like a $200 heat press, one of the China heat presses, as soon as you can, as soon as you possibly can, I would recommend upgrading to like a better one, like a better name, with a big name country. They give you like a lifetime warranty on the heater, and that stand behind their products and stuff like that. But I all that same stuff, and that's like 10 years ago. And I have, the only thing I've had to do, I replaced the cutting mat, which it came with like 2 or 3 cutting mats, but that's like over time. But that's not even a once a year thing, replacing a cutting mat. Really, if you are not cutting too deep, you shouldn't have to replace like the cutting. I don't even know what it's called, but it's like a little thing that's keeps your blade from cutting up against the plastic. I call it the cutting mat, but it's not really a mat. I probably could kind of show you if that's confusing, but they're not very expensive. And when you buy a cutter new, well, the cutters I bought new, the rolling ones, it came with it. The other one I bought used. Yes, I do make custom shirts for myself, like this shirt. I made that and created that. I'm getting ready to print the shirts for my little basketball training group that I'm gonna be doing. Rabi says, get what you can afford. What's up, Vanita Hiller? How you doing? Diana says, hey, love your videos, starting to screen print, and I've learned all I need to know from you. So thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching, Diana. JB says, them combos, them calves losing, baby. High fives, everybody. Yeah. You silly. Look, I was, I don't know, it seemed like those games, they can only win at home. I don't know what's going on with them, but hopefully the Celtics can go ahead and pull it out when they go back to Cleveland. Hopefully they can go on and pull it on out. And I'm not understanding why Tatum is not being talked about, which I feel like the dude from Utah, I can't think of his name right now. I feel like he should be the MVP, the rookie of the year. But I feel like Tatum should at least be talked about too. What's up, Tony P? Andrew Andrew says refs are paid out by Golden State. You know what? I sometimes feel like the NBA is kind of choreographed. I really do. Like, I don't understand how the Warriors won by 41, and then they get all these turnovers and they just like fall apart. Then, what's up, Massey P? But and then I don't know. I don't be understanding it. Look, it's the same thing, Tony P. Maybe it just needed a break. I don't know what was going on. I got it on it's on Wi-Fi right now, so hopefully, and I got a new phone that will be in later on this week. So hopefully between those two phones I can go back and forth and the live streams will come out better. Jazzy says, I'm about to start printing t-shirts. I'm sticking with you. So get ready for some Q&As, LOL. All right, Jazzy. I usually do. I have been having some issues with my live streams, but I usually do live streams every Sunday. But I don't know. What I'm probably gonna do is try to at least do one once a week, and it may not always be on Sundays. But yeah, I'm trying to that way you can get your questions answered right away on the live streams. Jazzy says, have all the equipment from China, but no software. That's why I asked. They have some free software, possibly. I don't know about for cutting it out, but usually whatever cutters you have comes with software. So I'm not sure what to tell you on that. But like if you have something like Illustrator or I think Corel Draw would be either Illustrator or Corel Draw. Like with my vinyl cutter, they have a plug-in, so I can cut it out directly from Illustrator, but I'm not that good with Illustrator, so I usually just create it in Photoshop. Andrew said, it's all about the money and the ratings. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, look, I'm going for the Warriors too. I'm going for the Warriors and Boston. Y'all, as y'all know, or the new of y'all may not know, I'm a LeBron James hater. Look, they be coming up with new stats for LeBron, like how many fadeaway jumpers. He have shot more fadeaway jumpers than Michael Jordan. That's what they said during the game, or I can't remember if it was during the game. Some announcer or one of the people on one of the sports shows said that LeBron James has shot more fadeaway jumpers than Michael Jordan. Okay, when they started keeping up with fadeaway jumpers, I would have hated to have been that person that had to go back and look at all of Michael Jordan's games and say, okay, I need you to write down how many fadeaways he shoot. Man, I would have hated to have been that person. Capture says, can you do a tutorial on exactly the steps to burning your design to your screens? I did it before, but not multicolor designs. I think I have a video on that. If I don't, I can try to get one out, but I think I have a video on that. Let me see. Well, it's actually, I think it's a multi-part series. That was when I started doing the vlog, the t-shirt shop vlog videos, and I showed, I believe that's what it is. If not, I'll try to do a video on that, but it was like where I burn the different color screens, and now I have a registration system, so I probably need to go ahead and just do a new one, and I'll try to do that and get it done. Well, let me see. I do have a video that I recorded, but I haven't edited using the registration system where I was doing a multicolor design, so I have to check on that. Jazzy says the cutter software was missing. Okay, I got you. I have Photoshop and Illustrator. Yeah, I don't know if that, if it'll work with that. You may have to try to do a little bit of research. What kind of cutter do you have, Jazzy? Like, do it have like a brand on it or anything? What's up, Bless? How you doing? Jazzy Design says, come on, now LeBron's my guy. I used to like LeBron before he got to doing all that complaining and acting like a big baby. Like, LeBron is I agree, he's the best athlete right now in the NBA. I really do. I mean, he just get out there and he actually have stopped running over people so much, but he used to go and plow people down like they was in a field, and he plow in the field or something, and then if he missed the shot, he would get mad because they didn't call a foul. Well, you charged and they didn't call that charge, but you want to complain because they didn't call the foul for you, but they let you get away with all the fouls and you ran this dude over. But yeah, I used to like him until then. But my oldest son, he liked LeBron. I bought him a LeBron jersey. But I just don't, I just feel like if you that player, you shouldn't get out there and complain to the refs about every single call when you plowing people over. Terrence says, I see you. Scoob says, as far as I know, you have to have cutting software to cut. Jazzy Design says, yes, let me find it. Robbie says, LeBron James. Massey P says, seeing my shirts are not coming out right ever since you not doing this live chat. I'm sorry, Massey P. I'm trying to be back. I'm trying to be back for y'all. I'm gonna try to do better. Scoop says he whines more than a freaking newborn. Tony P says, no, Kevin Durant is the best in the NBA. Tony P, I'm kind of mad at Kevin Durant right now. Do you realize that every time he get the ball and he posts somebody up, he's taking the fadeaway? And, okay, you got Chris Paul on you. He looked like he at least 6 inches or so taller than Chris Paul. I don't know. He may not be quite that much taller than him. Go to the goal. I just feel like he should, even though he be killing sometimes with the fadeaway, I just feel like he is settling. Like LeBron, he got his look pull-up jumper, but it will be times when he'll just take it to that goal too. What's up, Yuva? How you doing? Yuva says, I'm from, let me see, I didn't bring my glasses today. Tamil Nadu, India. I am new to t-shirt printing business. I need your guidance. Do you help me out? Yeah, I have a lot of videos that may be helpful to you, and I'm trying to get back to doing the live streams. Massey P says Curry is the best. That's what my son think. My youngest son think Curry is the best. They different. They are opposites or whatever. Jazzy says ASC 365 is the brand of the cutter. They got a website, Jazzy. Maybe you can contact them and try to get more info on that, cause they like pretty much all the cutters. I don't know every program that each cutter use, but just for as design programs, they do have some free design programs. But I know you said you already have Illustrator and Photoshop. But yeah, you have to. I don't know. You'll probably have to contact them and kind of see what software they recommend. That's what I would do. I feel like that's the best thing. Terrence says sometimes they beat up LeBron and the referee don't call it. It's just all politics. Well, you know what? The other night I was watching the Warriors in Houston. In the first quarter, they weren't calling nothing for James Harden. They was letting him get beat up. I feel like they do that sometimes. And I don't know if they do it for a certain reason. Like they might not make calls for whoever because they want whatever team to be winning. And then, by the time the game roll up to the next quarter or whatever, they'll start calling right, or that person start getting their calls, and then that they can score the points and bring their team back or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like that sometimes that it's planned out. And y'all know they make more money for Game 7 if they have more games, because the TV ratings, everybody gonna be tuned in. Everybody that like basketball or whatever can watch. They'll be tuned in, and every time you watch the game on TV, it's packed. Bless says, I bought some matte vinyl, and for some reason it's not cutting like the other smooth glossy HTV. Is there certain force? I don't know anything about the Cameo, but I don't know. If you're gonna be cutting different types of vinyl, you may want to go ahead and upgrade your cutter, Bless, because the Cameo. I don't know. Like if I had the 15-inch rolling cutter, which was like a hobby cutter, and now I got the 24-inch rolling cutter, and it is like a huge difference. That one cut it out so fast. It's so much easier to adjust everything, because on the other rolling that I had to actually adjust the blade. With that one, all I have to do is change the settings. I have to change the settings on the cutter, and it'll change the blade and stuff like that. So, you probably want to, if you're going to be cutting a lot of different ones, you're going to have to write down the instructions and, how much pressure and stuff like that to use. But like on the Cameo, I don't know if it's a thing to change the force, because I've never used the Cameo. Jazzy says, LOL, LeBron needs some help now. He's done with his team. Yeah, he the GM. He's the coach of his team and everything. Pernisa says, I think Kevin Durant is trying to play safe, not putting in 100%. Well, he need to put in 100% if he want this championship, because it don't look like it's coming as easy as it did, in previous years and in the previous rounds or whatever either. What's up, Jason? How you doing? Scoop says AS365 is about 15 minutes from me. I don't purchase their equipment, but I have gotten sublimation blanks from them. Scoop, you next to everything. You be always talking about me. It's not taking me long to get somewhere, but you like 15 minutes from BrownNet, 10 minutes from Nevertheless Screen Print. You just close to everything, Scoop. What's up, Renee? How you doing? What's up, Eddie? Yeah, I'm trying to be back, Trevel. Hopefully my video quality will stay pretty decent. It's not the best right now, but I think it's okay. Yeah, Scoob, you next to everything. Tony P says, I see you starting to get recognition on everybody videos on your transfers. That's good stuff, bro. What's up, Dina G? How you doing? Bless says, have you ever tried printable vinyl on a vinyl banner for outdoors? No, I actually, the printer that I have, that HP T120 printer, I actually purchased that printer because I thought that it could print on vinyl, because it was you have to have a thermal printer to be able to print on the vinyl, but that wasn't the right kind of, I don't know, they just kind of messed me around with that. So I kind of have that huge printer that I don't use much, but I think I'm getting ready to buy a CIS for it, and I'm probably going to just start using that one, even though it's like a 24-inch printer. I may not ever print anything that's 24 inches wide, like to heat press or anything like that, but I'm thinking I'm going to start using that one to print out, just start using it more and use it to print out my transparency film, because the other printer I have is a really old printer. I mean, it's doing the job so far. I have had a few issues with it, but it's over 10 years old. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do that. But no, I have never used the printable vinyl. I can't even talk. What's up, Travell? I'm here today. What's up, Becky? How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate you watching, and I'm glad that is helping you. Gina Gill says celebrity status. Jazzy says, I paid $15 for the startup package, but the software was missing and some scratched. It's been 3 years, and I finally got time to do my startup. You welcome, Bless. Tony P says, Epson Artesian Black Max printer from RoundNet just broke this morning. We only had it for 1 year. That sucks. Yeah, I hate that when you have the stuff like that and have the issues. But you know what, Tony P, Epson is good about standing behind their printers. You need to contact them. You have not had that printer for a year. You had it for about 10 months. You need to contact them. When I had an Epson printer and I contacted them, I told them about my printer. The guy coached me into saying that it was less than a year that I had it. He coached me into saying it. So I was like, yeah, because I had told him how long I had the printer, and then he was like, so you've had the printer for this however long, which was less than the time I said. So I was like, yeah. So they ended up sending me another printer. I don't know if that printer was brand new, but it was, it worked, and I could get the job done and stuff like that. And I used it for a while before it eventually stopped working. But I'm gonna tell you about that HP I got back there. That bad boy is working. Well, it's really not a like a photo printer or nothing like that either. But try contacting Epson about your printer, and they may be able to help you. But I did have the Epson printer, and the ink pad got full, and I looked up the information, and I was able to fix it myself, with that. But I ended up contacting Epson about a printer before, and they sent me another one. And then when I sold that Epson 1400, I hadn't used it in a while because I had got that HP printer, and that's what I was using. And I sold it to a guy on Craigslist, and then he had emailed me because he was like the printer wouldn't work because the print heads had got clogged up. So he was thinking that I on purpose sold him something that wasn't working. It was working last time I used it, but I hadn't used it. So I called him and I was like, hey, if you don't want the printer, when do you want to meet me or whatever? Because he's in Shreveport, which is about an hour from me. So he, I guess he thought I had did him wrong or whatever. So with me calling him and talking to him, his tone kind of changed, and I was like, I can meet you and I'll give you your money back for the printer, or you can contact Epson. I said Epson is usually pretty good about taking care of their people. They will, they will replace the printer or whatever. So he ended up calling me back, and he was like, yeah, I contacted them. They said they was going to send the printer, and they ended up sending him a printer, I guess, because I never heard anything else from him after I told him if he didn't want it, I'd buy it back, because all I was going to do was contact them and, and try to get it, and then I could be selling a new printer, possibly. Renee says, everybody don't forget to like this video, hit that thumbs up, hitchhiker button. Seeing, didn't I hear you say you were going to start doing hats at one point? Where are you at with that? Well, it's kind of a long story. You know what? I just had a guy in here the other day that asked about hats. They was fixing my AC, and he was like, do I do hats? Because they do a lot of baseball stuff or whatever, playing baseball with his church and stuff. But anyway, no, I have not got a hat press. This is going to be in the video. A lot of this info is going to be in the video, and I'm probably going to have to plug my phone in because I didn't charge it last night because I fell asleep. Didn't charge my phone last night. But yeah, I had contacted Heat Press Nation, which is where I bought that press from, but it was actually shipped from this card may not be long enough. Let me get my old card. See, you buy these new cards and they don't be long enough to do what you need. Then you got to go back to your old card. Well, that one came free anyway. But they supposedly gonna give me a discount on a cap press, but I wasn't ready to get the cap press that I want yet, because it's the one that I want is kind of expensive. So I was gonna wait a little bit before I get it, probably until the end of the month or possibly next month. So if they still have the have it available for me to get, because I don't want to have to take money out of savings. I don't want to have to take money out of savings to buy a hat press. So I probably will be getting one pretty soon. And then I don't know, it's something I've been wanting for a long time that I had to buy for myself earlier this week. So yeah, something I may not have really needed, but I feel like I work hard enough to get some stuff like that sometimes. Massey says, I want to get into vinyl and heat transfers, but this cutting machine and software seems difficult. What cutting machine do you have, and what software are you using, Massey P? What's up, G-Man? How you doing? Jason N says, Tony P called Epson and Ryanette. Tony P says, LOL, I will contact them. This thing costs $500. Scoob says the 1430s are discontinued. Scoob, you should try calling them about your printer too. I didn't even think about that until just now. But you should try calling them too. Like when my printer that I had messed up, they ended up sending me a different printer that was similar to it. Okay. Yeah. Do what they. Yeah. Do that, because I didn't even have to send my old printer back. I was able to keep my old printer. Eddie Jr. says, I ordered some I can't even talk, some platen brackets from Nevertheless. How they working out for you, Eddie Jr.? Are they good quality and they doing what you need, doing what you need them to do? Tony P says, Jason, what's your website? I might have to purchase a few heat transfers to test out. It's ensprintco.com, I think. Ensprintco. All right, Train. All right, Eddie Jr., thank you for stopping by. Jason N says, if Ryonet sells a product that voids a warranty, shouldn't Ryonet make it right? You would think, Jason, you would think, but you know, they probably won't. You know, or they should say, hey, we have this product, but using this product will void your warranty. It'll save you on ink, but it'll void your warranty. And Massey P, depending on what your printer's doing, that ink pad may be filled up, and if you can reset it. I remember I had the R220, or no, I had the R260, and they ended up sending me the R220, I think is what it was. But anyway, it was a smaller printer. It was actually a printer that I had got to print on CDs. So if you they sent a different printer than what I had. But if I had looked up some information, and it ended up figuring out how to fix that issue by looking. I had Googled it, and some people had that issue, and they figured out how to fix it, and I tried it, and it worked. Pernisa says, was that a new TV? LOL. No, the TV that I have up there, it's old. I've been had it. It was actually the TV I had bought for my bedroom, but because I don't really watch TV like talking about, I brought it down here to the shop because I was like, well, that'll give the kids something to do when they have to be here. Rob B says, you balling like Scooby-Doo. No, I'm not balling like Scoob. Scoob on a whole nother level. Scoob about 20 levels ahead of me. Scoob says, Epson clearly states any change to their printer voids the warranty. Everyone should know that or research before. Scoob says, I just have changed out the lines. Tony P says, calling Epson right now. So you gonna get off the live stream, Tony P, just so you can go. No, I'm just messing with you. Go on and handle your business. Jason N says, Ryonet has let me down more than once. Scoob says, don't tell them you have an all-black system, Tony. What's up, Indigenous Graphics? How you doing? Welcome to Print Squad T-shirt chick live stream. Thank you for tuning in. Yep, I got a lot of videos I need to edit. I filmed yesterday, and I had said I was gonna edit it and put it up, but still have not done it. I had ordered a thing from AT&T to try to better the live stream, quality or whatever, but it didn't work out, and I ended up sending it back that same day. Just a whole bunch of been dealing with a whole bunch of things. Been without heat. I've been in here working for like a week. I worked in here with no heat. My voice recorder is working good. I have used it once for the video that I had to send to Heat Press Nation. I actually had that video on here, but I have not, it's like a private video because it was a video that was specifically for them. Yeah, I got the air now, Scoob. Look at there. Look, your girl done got a brand new air conditioner. But it's not hot right now, so let me try to twist this because it's turning. It's not hot right now, so I don't have it on. It had rain, so it's it's kind of cool in here. But yeah, I got a brand new AC. Look, they still left the part to the old one over there. I'm gonna have to throw that out. Okay, my camera don't want to look at me now. Y'all gonna have to look at this chair and stuff across in front of me. Let me see. But yeah, they finally got my air, and I was freezing in here yesterday because they came in here and they stayed forever, and they had the air on, and then, I didn't want to turn the air off because I was like, well, maybe they testing out the AC and making sure everything works, so I just left it on. But yeah, it's working a whole lot better. Tony P says, I replaced the ink cartridges the second time, and it never recognized that we put in new ink. We tried everything, but the cartridges started getting hot and melting. I think Massey P did something to the printer and not telling me. Yeah, that sound crazy. That sound like some kind of electrical problem, Tony P. Where where it's getting too hot like that. But I would contact them and like if you had it for a while, they probably won't even ask you to send it back to them. Because they ended up just sending me a printer, and I ended up keeping the other printer. Man, I'm sore. I'm sore. My arms are all sore. I've been working out hard, but yeah, that they usually pretty good about that. I mean, it won't hurt to call them. All they can tell you is yes or no, and if they say yes, they'll probably give you another printer or fix that one or whatever. If they say no, you in the same situation that you was in, so it don't hurt to call them. But what have y'all been up to while I have been kind of absent from here? What y'all been up to? What y'all been having going on? Anybody get their business started or get any new equipment? Master P says, well, I would tell you, but Tony P might kill me. Y'all silly. School says the 1430s are out of stock according to Epson. They might send you something different, School, like something similar. Yeah, Jason, I agree with that. No pain, no gain. You got to work hard to get what you want. But yeah, I'm trying to get back in a little bit of shape so that in case I get challenged, I'll be able to handle it. Pernisa says, I've been practicing airbrushing, but just like you, I'm sore right now, having back problems. Yeah, I haven't. Look, I was supposed to do back today, but my workout ran a little bit long, so I'm gonna probably do back tonight and then do legs tomorrow. But I got to get up and run in the morning. Yeah, I've been doing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll be running and then coming back home and lifting weights. And then Tuesday and Thursday, I've been like doing like high intensity workouts and then coming back home and lifting weights. But my legs are kind of sore and stuff because I do a lot of different like leg exercises and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to do legs probably Friday or Saturday. Capture says, I just ordered my 15 by 15 heat press because I started with the vinyl first. That's good. What kind of press did you order, Capture? Jason says, I went legit with the business yesterday. That's awesome, Jason. Now you don't have to be watching for the popo and stuff. No, I'm just messing with you. JB says, I've taken advantage of the playoffs and making Boston and Houston related basketball tees. Be careful with that, JB. If you don't be using their exact logos and stuff like that. Let me see. Beverly says, I got the 5-in-1 15 by 15 heat press. That's awesome. Did you get you a cutter yet, Beverly, or are you gonna start out with like the screen printed transfers? Scoop says, yay, Jason. Pernisa says, I don't run anymore. I try to do the gym Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Yeah, I do. I try to do every day. Like, people haven't really been playing ball lately. I don't know why, if it's the playoffs or what, but I do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, the same workout. I mean, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the same thing pretty much. Well, different lifting because I do like different body parts each day. Then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I do the high intensity stuff, but it kind of varies. But like with the running, right now I'm just running a mile, and I'm not doing so hot running the mile. Me and my son ran together yesterday, and we ran together Monday. Now I'm running the first day I ran about a 12-minute mile. Okay, then Wednesday I cut 30 seconds off of my mile. My goal is about an 8-minute mile. I'm just so bad out of shape. I'm just like, the first day my chest was hurting because my heart was beating too hard, and I felt like, I'm like, okay, if it's not hurting any more than this, I'm gonna stop because I don't want to have a heart attack out here. But that was kind of scary. But I was like, I'm not gonna stop. If I'm having a heart attack now, I'm having one. Me stopping running, it ain't gonna do too much to stop it. So I just continued to run, and I was fine. So yesterday when I ran, it didn't hurt. I was good. So I'm just trying to get back in shape. And then like on I'll do like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, the high intensity workouts. And usually when they playing ball, I play ball in the afternoon. So I'm doing like 2 workouts a day. And then on Sundays after church, I usually play ball around 5 or so. If anybody is playing, but I don't know. I haven't been doing too much of that lately. Capture Motion says a pro heat. Master P says me and Tony P used to run 3 miles a few times a week, but ever since he got a jelly belly, he refuses. Look, Tony P, you got to start somewhere. If you start running, like right now, my son, I probably never be able to beat my son because he's only thought there was somebody pulling in. He's only 15 years old. When I was 15, I ran a lot faster than I do now. I was in better shape. I probably never be able to beat him, and he's a guy. But if you go out there and you push yourself, because I'm trying to get back. The most miles that I used to run was 3, but right now I'm running 1 mile. I'll probably run 1 mile for the rest of this month, and then next month I'll probably start running 2 miles, and then I'll probably run that for a couple of weeks, and then start running 3 miles, and that's pretty much my goal. 3. JB says no doubt I know not to infringe. LOL. Jason says copyright law. Scoop says stop drinking all that tea, Tony. Bev says I have the cricket. Pernisa says yeah, JB, don't want to get hit with copyright. Rye says congrats, Jason. Scoop says last time I ran was 16 years ago. LOL. JB says sure thing, Jason and Pernisa. I only use colors and city abbreviations, so it's strictly implied. I found out the hard way through Etsy to never use a team's name or logo in the listing. Excuse me. Jason N says I ran track in high school, 5-minute flat on the mile. Yeah, my son has never ran before. My son is super lazy. And by the way, he did not make the basketball team like I had been telling him that he wasn't gonna do, because he don't want to work hard. Like I don't even get it. He's taller than me. He's decided he wants to play football. So I'm gonna see how that work out. So I told him, I'm like, you don't really know anything about football. So how you gonna play football when you got your mom right here to help you every day with anything you need help with, basketball wise, and and then like this morning when I got up and I was like, I'm getting ready to go work out, and he never made it. So me and my youngest son, we went and worked out and left his behind at the house. And then when I come back, he's playing on his phone. And it was things that needed to be done. Like I had left some towels in the wash last night, or in the dryer last night. So he could have been doing that. He could have ran. He could have did anything. He could have lifted weights. Did nothing. So he got his phone took. But yeah, I don't know. He probably could run about a 5-minute in the mile, or or close to it, or maybe even better, if he would work hard. But I'm trying to explain to him, if you want anything out of life, you have to work hard. I don't care what it is. If you want to be a good athlete, you got to work hard. If you want to have a good business, you got to work hard. If you want to be a good worker, if you have a job working for somebody else, you got to work hard. You can't just do stuff. And that's the kind of attitude that he's got right now. Just like I bought him a laptop when he was in 7th grade. I bought him a laptop that should have got him through the high school. It wasn't just the top laptop, but it was a pretty nice one. It was good for typing and going on the internet. And he could have it had a quad core processor on it. He could have, did a few things on it. He wanted to use it as a gaming tablet and ended up breaking it because it wouldn't work right for a gaming laptop or whatever. So now he's trying to buy his own, and I'm telling him, you're gonna have to have around $800 to $1,000 to get a decent gaming laptop, because just any laptop won't work for that. So he don't halfway want to cut grass no more. I don't know what to say about him, but I told him, you're not living with me forever. You by the time you about 20, that's it. You ought to have your mind made up if you're going to do something in life or not. Pernisa says, don't worry, when he get out on the football field, he's going to feel like a truck hit him, and and he'll get it together then. That's if that's what he wants. I agree. But you know, as your kids, you want to try to give them the best opportunities and tell them things like I'm like the football practice start next Monday. So what I've been trying to get him to do, I'm like, okay, this week you need to lift weights pretty good, you know, so you can get your soreness out. You don't want to go out there and start out and this be your first week when you're starting with the team and then you be sore and you can't do everything that you need to do because you're so sore. Go ahead and work out this week. Go ahead and run so you can be in some type of shape. You know, I shouldn't have to tell you that every day. Robbie says, join the high school track, quit after 2 days. The team didn't have enough girls. Rye silly. You silly, Rye. Hey, Rye, you should have joined cheerleading. Been the only boy on the cheerleading team or squad or whatever they call it. Yeah, when I was in high school, they didn't have boys as cheerleaders, but now I see they do. Beverly Smith said, I told my youngest the same. Scoop says, I spent $7,000 on my gaming laptop, and that was over 8 years ago. Capture says, telling my friend's son is Jalen Mill for the Eagles, and they are training as we speak. I've been trying to tell him that stuff, Capture. I've been trying to tell him, like, if you just want to play basketball or if you just want to play a sport for fun, you can just play when everybody else play. But if you want to be one of the best, or at least the best that you can be, you have to work hard on your own, in your own time, and push yourself. You know, that's the only way you're going to get better. You know, like with this little program that I'm starting up, the, basketball training, it's more like next level basketball training because, like, my goal is to train kids to be able to play on the next level, which is college. Like, I want to help them be able to get a college scholarship, you know, or give them the skills to stand out so that they will be looked at by colleges. I mean, I can't guarantee that a college will pick them up, but if they work hard and they can do all the things and and keep a good attitude and don't quit and don't give up and push themselves, I honestly believe that they all will get scholarships or at least be sought out to and talked to by colleges and stuff like that. Tony P says, LOL cheerleading. Pernisa says, that's true, I agree. But with kids, sometimes the best lessons are the ones they are hard to learn. They don't just get it because we say it. And I agree with that too, Pernisa, because what I was saying, I feel like my kids are kind of spoiled because they haven't really had to, I don't even know what word, but it's like they have all pretty much just had everything handed to them. Like, when we go to the park, like all the kids already know that all the basketballs that we play with are going to be really good balls, like new balls. Like once the balls start to get slick, I buy a new ball. You know, I'm not, we going to play with the best balls. So when we go to the park, like sometimes the kids don't want to pick my son, but they want to play with his basketball. So I'm like, when you go up there, unless you playing, you don't need to bring that new ball out. You know, we can use the new ball when we doing our training. Or if they over there playing already, you can get your new ball. But unless you playing on the court, or at least, you know, if you play and lose, you know, but you're going to play again, you know, they might can play with your ball. But they don't need to be playing. That ball is for you. It's not for them. So if you're not playing and there's no intentions of you playing, your ball can stay in the car or you can stay over there and keep it. Just because they say, hey, young blood, throw me that ball. No, I'm using this ball. This is my ball. I'm using it. All right, Rye. We'll see you when you get back. Rye says, cheerleading, I couldn't football. Coach wouldn't let us. Capture Motion said, yeah, that's what Jalen is doing as well. A football camp for the guys to be seen by college. And he went to LSU. And my son, he don't really know nothing about football. My oldest son, now my youngest son, he played football and basketball. So, you know, he know a little bit. How you doing, Aronson Duran? How you doing? Thank you for watching. Thank you. I appreciate you watching my videos. I don't know if there was somebody coming in. Yeah, this has been a slow week. It's been raining. It's rained a few days. It rained yesterday, last night. Been a pretty slow week for me. Thank you, Aronson. But yep, I'm getting ready to run a special for next month though. It's gonna be the Juneteenth special, but it's gonna run through the whole month of June. Well, it's probably gonna run through next week and the rest of June. Pernisa says maybe you should let him know if he wants to be on the field that he has to be in shape. Otherwise, I don't know any coach. Excuse me. I tell him that. I tell him everything that comes to my mind. I get tired of talking to him about it, to be honest with you, because anybody who want to be better, you're not gonna have to talk to them about this every day. Like when I went this morning, when I told my boys, I'm like, I'm getting ready to go work out. My oldest son, he was already woke. My youngest son, he was asleep, but when I opened the door, he woke up. So when he found out I was going to the park because he loved basketball and football, he got up and he beat my other son, who was already woke, getting dressed, and was sitting in the living room waiting for me. And then I'm like, I'm dressed and I'm kind of waiting around for my other son or whatever. So I'm just like doing a couple things and kind of just waiting for him to get ready to go. So I'm like, I need to get on over here because I got specific times where I need to have things done and be places and stuff like that. So I was like, I tell you what, Absalom, I'm about to leave, and if you are not in the car, I said, you get your house key, because when I leave out this door, I'm gonna lock the door, and when I get in the car and drive off, if you're not in there, that means you don't want to go. So I got in the car and I'm like, I sit there for a couple of minutes, and then as I'm driving off slowly, I'm looking in the rearview mirror, and the door never opens or anything. So obviously he didn't want to go. So I left. He never called me or nothing. So then when I got back, he wasn't doing nothing. So I'm like, these towels in the dryer, you could fold them up. It's things he could have been doing. How you doing, David? David says, sorry to be a pain, but do you have a video on pricing, and if you don't, will you be able to make one? Thanks, love your videos. The thing with pricing, David, is I have talked about pricing on a few live streams, but the thing with pricing is, like, if you live in, like, I live in Louisiana, if you live in California, or if you live in New York, or if you live in Florida or Atlanta or Chicago, your prices may not be the same as mine. Like the thing, like, I have like told people what I charge for a shirt and how much per prints and stuff like that. But as far as as far as just being able to tell you specifically what to charge, that's kind of hard to do. So it just depends. Like, my recommendations for pricing is check with some of the local places. Like, call one of these places and pretend that you are making an order. Like, tell them, okay, I'm ordering some family reunion shirts. Okay, and you can tell them some different scenarios. Like, okay, if everybody get the same print on the front and the same print on the back, or if you want two colors on the front, like, you can kind of see what they charge. Okay, what if we get this on the back and then everybody want their name on the front, or if everybody get this on the front and they want their name on the back. You give them different scenarios. And depending on if you're screen printing or doing vinyl, if you're doing screen printing, that means you're doing more shirts. So the price would be cheaper than vinyl. Like, if they come in here and they want one shirt, I charge, my starting price is $20, and that's for one print. And depending on your size, it may go up. And if it's screen printing, everybody, that's everybody getting the exact same print. So if everybody come in here and they want me to screen print, say they getting 25 shirts, and I screen print, I put Print Squad on the front, but then they want their name on the back or something like that, then that's going to be extra, the charge for the back. So depending on how big that print is, it may be $5, it may be $10, depending on how many colors it's got. Like, if it's a full back, like this size of this Print Squad, say that this was a multicolor design, say that it had an outline, that's a full 2-color front. So that's going to be $10 for the extra color because it's a full print. That's what I would charge. So it, it just kind of depends, but I would recommend checking the prices in your area, and that'll probably help you be able to come up with your pricing better. Tony P says, Sin, I had a lot of questions for you, but due to your your unexcused absence, I had to seek my own answers. Well, I'm sorry, Tony P. I'm sorry. But at least you got the answers for it. Master says it's been raining for like 2 weeks here too, and the print I'm gonna start wearing my water can't even talk, water wings around the house. What's up, Daraway? How you doing? Pernisa says, David, do research and check out pricing in your area and try to be competitive. Yeah, that's the best that I can give you with price. I mean, I can do a video on it, but with my video, like, I'm trying to see. I don't know if it stalls or I have seen a company that's got a pricing video on here, and like if you Google it or type it in the YouTube search, something may pop up, but like those prices don't really help me. It's just kind of like, I mean, I guess it can kind of help you, but you got to base it on your area. Because if everybody in your area charging $2 to print a t-shirt, and then you listen to me and I tell you I'm charging $20, okay, they're going to go to the person that's charging $2 to print one, a single t-shirt. So, that's the best, advice that I can give is to check your area and then kind of go from there. And then like the way I did, I was slightly below my area because I was just starting out. And I recently, like for 2018, I just increased my prices and like changed my pricing and stuff like that. So, it kind of just depends on your area, really. David Owens says, what's my opinion on digital printing like inkjet, sublimation, and laser prints? Do you use them? When I print pictures on shirts, I have a laser printer, and that's what I use. And I use the laser printer because it's more economical as far as not having to buy ink all the time. Like with those laser printers, I replace the ink less than once a year. So, and it's actually toner. So like with the ink, if you print ink, the cartridges are so small usually, unless you have a continuous ink system. But yeah, I use the laser printers. But as far as lasting, probably the sublimation would last long. I know I'm not probably the sublimation will last longer than that prints. But the thing with sublimation, you have to print it on 100% polyester, and you also have to you can only print it on like white shirts. Well, you can print it, like if you print something, you probably could print it on like a lighter color polyester shirt, but it just looks better on white. So if you was printing something, say that you was printing a smiley face emoji and the teeth are white, if you print that on a blue shirt, the teeth are gonna be blue. So if you understand what I'm saying. So that's why I say you can only print it on white. I mean, you can print it on other colors, but depending on what you're printing, it may not come out the way that you want it. Kelly Bell, how you doing? Kelly says Stars had quite a few on prices and helping you figure out the best decorating method to use. I don't know. Manda Salve Pro Menu TOB ha mean Arola. I don't know what that means. No comprende. Master P says use that wrench. What's up, Gully Visionaries? How you doing? All right. Well, I'm getting ready to get off of here because I think everybody have asked all their questions. If you have any more questions or comments, go ahead right now, because I got a couple of things I got to get back to, and I'll try to answer it, or whatever needs to be done about it. But thank y'all for watching. And I'm sorry I've been kind of MIA for a minute, but I'm trying to get back. Tony P says, we just picked up a large school order. Things are looking up and up. That's good, Tony P. Awesome. That is awesome. Working with the schools. Yeah, and usually when you get with the schools, that's something that's going to be like a every year thing. Like, you know, if they like everything, okay, next year when that same thing come around, they gonna probably contact you about it. What's up, OG Nation? I'm sorry, I've been kind of MIA on here. I'm trying to get back to it. I have a lot filmed. I just haven't had a chance to edit some of it. Just had a lot going on. Trying to get this basketball stuff. Trying to get this basketball stuff lined out. Trayvell says, no more MIA, please, ma'am, and thank you. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm sorry. Sometimes it just, I don't know. Like, I had noticed I've been like kind of taking a week off, a month or something, but I'm trying to get back into it. If I can ever get back, you know, get back in order, or maybe I need to try to do, like, instead of trying to make a video every day, maybe I need to try to do like a couple of videos a week or something, because I used to do like Monday, Wednesday videos, and I was able to be pretty consistent with that, because it is t-shirt season, so, you know, sometimes things get hectic and busy. Tony P says, hopefully we can get other schools through this one as well. Tony P says, so you're going live Sunday so I can prepare some good some good questions. I'll probably go live on Sunday, Tony P. I'm possibly not going to be doing the lives on Sunday. I'm probably going to just have a week or day of the week whenever I have time to do a live, and I'll try to announce it and let y'all know ahead of time. OG says, sometimes things just fall out of place. It's okay. You're forgiven. Thank you. Travell says, we understand and appreciate everything you do. Seriously. Massey P says, and some good food too for Sunday live. Yeah, I'm but if nobody else don't have anything to say or questions or whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and I appreciate y'all. And I don't know if I can get the videos edited for today. I'll have something posted up for tomorrow. And I don't know, I'm glad the live stream showed better today, because I don't know, that was really kind of frustrating. I didn't really know what to do about that whole situation. But I appreciate y'all watching, and you're welcome, Jason. And I will see you guys in the next video. Prince Squad out.